This is Friday morning, so I will say good Saturday morning, y'all. And I have not done much these last couple of days. Back pain, you know the drill. I moved a bunch of water the other day, and I have suffered ever since. So anyway, today I'm charging up batteries. That there. Let me see if I can zoom in. That is a whole bunch of 18650 batteries. A little Tupperware thing beside it, right there. That's AAA and AA rechargeables, which charge in that. And those are all 18650 batteries, which charge in that. And just, going through preps, I guess you'd say. And, years ago my channel was prepping based. Nearly everything I did was related to prepping in some way or form or fashion, from chickens to digging my own well to making a generator quiet, building wood gas stoves and rocket stoves. And the truth is that as I've gotten older, I've become less and less concerned with living in hard times because, I'm dependent on, well, now, two types of medicines that honestly keep me alive. Now, if I don't get them, I'll die. And it's not even, maybe I'll live or anything like that, especially my Synthroid. You cannot live without Synthroid if you have no thyroid. Your organs shut down, and it's not, like a strong likelihood. It's scientific fact. I'll die without my Synthroid. So if the world changes drastically, I'm kind of screwed. If, the supply chain is interrupted and I can't get my medicine and the other medicine for my, my gut issues. And I won't go into that because there's just too many things that have happened to just go down the long line. So my concern is more being able to get my medicine if the world changes drastically than surviving. And my wife, she's on heart medicine, and without her heart medicine, she has an extremely elevated heart rate. And I don't know if she would be able to live without her heart medicine because it regulates her heartbeat. It keeps it low or normal. So, but having said that, I still am what you would consider a prepper. Water, food, armaments, generators, gasoline, propane, but not to the extreme that I was, a decade or more ago. So having said that, that's what I'm doing today, charging batteries and checking radios and just getting ready for turmoil if it occurs, and protests. And I think that no matter who gets elected, we're going to see protests and disruptions. And like when Trump got elected the first time, remember the cities they burned? And I mean, geez, it was just unbelievable. Well, I think it's worse. And another thing, they've let a conservative estimate is 18 million unvetted, undocumented illegals in here. Basically, or they're calling them vetted, and what they do is just take their name, and later on they find out that a lot of these people that are in our country now are, hardened, hardcore criminals that have done dastardly things in their own country and were released from those prisons and sent here. So, on top of that, we have, on top of the turmoil we may face from the elections, no matter who gets elected, we have that. Hungry people who don't observe our social construct. They come from different worlds where life is cheap, and they live differently than us, and we're not used to it, and they're not used to conforming to our ways of life. So I think we may you live in interesting times. I don't know who said that, but we are certainly living in interesting times. So anyway, today I'm going to clean the air filters on both our motorcycles. These are fabric air filters, and they need to be cleaned regularly. I'm also going to put my winter windshield on my motorcycle because it's time, and I have time, and I'm going to clean the bugs off everything. Tomorrow we have a funeral early in Longview, and we're going to go to that, and after that probably ride around a little bit and come home. I don't really like riding on the weekends, but we're going to a funeral, and we'll be on the interstate for about 55 or 60 miles to Longview. I don't even know if it's that far. Probably not quite. So anyway, let's get the day started. Okay, there's two FMRS family radio frequency radios. This is a handheld CB radio. Here's the antenna in there, but I also have a coax that'll connect to that. I can use a base antenna. And I have, hold on, let me shut this off. I have a radio that I won subscriber giveaway from HNX Media. Let me get this out. And today I looked at it and read some instructions. It's a little more complicated than this is an FMRS radio, and I have put an antenna and a coax in my cart, a base antenna, and I can't afford it yet. It's $125 for the antenna with the coax, and I plan on mounting it on a long pole and then screwing that long pole to the side of my front porch to get it up above the peak of my house. And I have a solar charged 12-volt battery out there that will run this. This is a 20-watt radio max. I don't think you have to run it at 20 watts. I think you can step the power down. And what I'll get is an FMRS walkie-talkie handheld, and I think that will be a good thing to have if communication as we know it changes. So anyway, that's my next step is to you have to have a license for this too. You allegedly. You don't have to have a license to hook it up and figure out how to use it. You have to have a license to talk on it. So, and if the times are coming that I think may be coming, there's not going to be anybody going around checking for FMRS licenses. Okay, back to work, everybody. One other little thing. This is the knife that I got back after 4 months of floating around. You would not believe the hoops you have to jump through to get $68 worth of shipping back. First of all, you have to have a working full-size computer and download this lengthy form, and then you have to attach proof of the value. I don't know why they want the proof of the value of this to return my shipping. $68 worth of shipping, and I'm just going to walk away. I mean, now granted, the guy who was buying this paid the shipping, and I've refunded his money, so nobody's out any money, and I have the knife back. But why should I have to pay another shipping, another $68 to send this back? See, the post office made $68 for doing nothing but returning this to me. So I had talked about sending this to him, and I'm just not going to do it again. I don't want to go back through this with the post office. I mean, you have to eliminate some of the stress out of your life. And dealing with the post office has become so freaking stressful that I just don't want to do it anymore. So I'm going to unbox this, and I will be selling some stuff. All these knives here, I kind of have no choice. I'm going to sell them on eBay, and I'll be selling this on eBay too. And I'm only shipping in the United States. I'm not even going to ship to Canada because the shipping is astronomical and ridiculous. All right, back to work. We have a dinner guest. This is how he eats. He will not eat unless I hold the bowl for him right beside me. And then there's Lucy. I don't know if you can see Lucy. Lucy, don't you get in there, Toto. All right, nothing in that bowl, right? Lucy Bell.
This is a new one with John Barnett.
God, I love omelets. I don't guess I ever told you, this has been a few days now. Actually, it was like last Friday. They took my can and dropped a new can off. So, no big deal. I'll have to... Actually, I'm not going to put my address on it. We'll just make sure we get the right can. All right. Down to the shop to shuffle water around. But first, this is 8 new cases, right? 3, 6, 7, 8 cases, yeah. I gotta go in here and move the old cases on this side of the room, put the new cases on that side of the room, but I gotta sweep up a little bit first. But first, I'm gonna feed the cat. Okay. Lordy. 4 more cases to pick up. They're only, I think, 40 pounds or so, but my God, I just can't lift things like I used to, that's for sure. The cement bags that I got the other day to pour my slab up by my generator, I was thinking they were 80-pound bags because they felt like that. They were 60-pound bags. Yeah, I was really disappointed when I looked at the bag and I seen 60 on it instead of 80. I used to be able to lift 100-pound bags like they were nothing, you know. I used to, when I worked for Ashland Chemical many years ago, I delivered 100-pound bags of soap, you know, 50, 60 here, and you had to unload them by hand and walk them into dry cleaners. And, you know, I did it all day, every day for a couple of years until I ruptured a disc in my back. And they fired me after I hurt myself. I went from driver of the year and they're going to make me plant manager to hurting my back, and then they fired me. That was another thing I want to tell young people. Don't think that your hard work is going to get you any more than the guy that shows up late, leaves early, takes all his vacation days, never helps out. He's going to get the same amount of pay you get, and that's just the way the world is now. And when it comes time to lay people off and times to get skinny, it doesn't matter who they lay off. Now, they may think about it for a minute and say, well, this guy does the most work. Let's keep him and keep working him to death for the same amount of money, and we'll get rid of the guy that shows up, you know, late and leaves early. But still, that's not worth putting the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that I put into a job and an injury in my body constantly. I did it at another job, ruptured another disc at another job. Same thing. Oh, yeah, we're going to hold your truck for you. Just take your time and get well. I got well, came back to work. They had given away my truck, and they fired me. Twice that happened. So you cannot trust businesses. They are as trustworthy as you can pick them up and throw them. All right, 4 more cases, and then I got to go to the pharmacy and get our drugs. Okay, I just moved 32 cases of water, and 8 of them out of the truck and up the stairs. So I got room for 8 more there and 20 more this way. That's going to the house. And then behind me, I think I'm gonna line this up probably too high so I don't get above the window. Alrighty. But 20 more here. We buy them 8 at a time. That's it for this one. Tell me I don't ever do nothing around here. Look, I just did dishes. Tell me I don't ever do nothing around here. Look, I just did dishes.
Marty Bridges.
Always an exciting Thursday night here in the Aquatex.
Yes, and maybe it'll be rain-free.
Well, that's fingers crossed for that, and we'll hold Caroline responsible if we're not, because she told me we should be good to go.
I need Nutty Buddy.
They'll hold you responsible.
Better honey.
Alex. And coming up, betting on U.S. elections
Reese's peanut butter cups.
legal. While someone
Cupcake. How about a little Debbie's?
First Bossier is more than a building.
Okay.
It's a body of believers. We're both youthful and seasoned. We're one body, yet incredibly diverse. Our children learn here. Our students grow here. Community is found here. And worship is a way of life for us.
You know, they make them big, don't they make Bit of Honey bars?
With your lighters on it. Very.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better. As little as 10 weeks. You can breathe better. What isn't better? This is better. This is better. That's